When it comes to economic development,
The popular concept has always been is we will go out and we'll find us a business and industry to come here and they'll bring all these jobs in and everything will be hunky-dory. Well, that just doesn't really happen that much.
following the Great Recession, data analyst Don Finley says entrepreneurs rebounded faster than other businesses in the Tri-Cities. In the most recent census count, he says there were more than 30,000 non-employer businesses. That's just over 13% of the total employment in 7 Northeast Tennessee counties and about 14% of the region's real GDP.
If the so-called experts are right, it's going to be an increasingly important part of the labor market.
That's why the Blue Ribbon Task Force on Regionalism is focused on finding ways to improve entrepreneurial development.
Having worked in economic development for about 40 years in this region, I knew this was an area that got very little attention.
Among their recommendations, expanding education.
You can now have a very affordable program where every high school in the area perhaps could offer at least one semester course on entrepreneurism and business.
To make an idea a reality, though, entrepreneurs need support. Heath Gwynn is the founder of SyncSpace, the first shared workspace in Kingsport. It's one of several resources that's popped up in the Tri-Cities over the past 2 decades to provide that support.
There is a overabundance of services for these small companies, but not a lot of communications between the cities and counties.
To make the Tri-Cities more competitive with other major markets in the state, the task force is proposing funding a permanent staff to coordinate regional resources. Plus, they say more money is needed to help boost businesses with high potential.
There is no major venture fund in the region, and that's something that needs to happen.
The good news, an accelerator program is currently in the works. It's a weeks-long course with mentorship and access to investors. Gwynn says it's a first-of-its-kind resource in our region that other Tennessee cities already have.
That gives us a great tool to recruit companies from outside the area or find companies here that need that acceleration and have hyper focus on them to help them grow because of what they can do in our communities.